Alrighty, chat. Thanks for sticking around. Do appreciate y'all being here on this fine Tuesday. I don't know why I've been saying Tuesday like that lately, but hey, that's okay. Sorry about being gone so long. My aunt had to tell me a life story again. So, yeah. Corn heads on one side, bean heads on the other side, park the nice heads, and that's a great idea. 5 head. Let's do that right now. Uh-oh. What happened to this guy? I don't remember. Did I do that, or is it moving? It's probably moving. Anyway, let's get back to it. Thanks for the welcome back, guys. Howdy, Trent.
Howdy, John.
I survived. I will tell you, though, there is chicken in the crock pot in my house right now.
Uh-huh.
And cheesy potatoes in a different crock pot. The chicken has barbecue sauce on it, so I won't eat it. But it smells amazing in my house right now.
Oh, you don't like chicken on, or sauce on your chicken?
No, it's the high fructose corn syrup and the sauce that we have. So.
Oh.
Backheart, you just got out of the hospital after a week. Well, I'm glad you got out of the hospital, man. And we're always here to entertain. Yeah. They're walking. Yeah, that's walk. Yeah. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Oh boy.
I was trying to eat my power supply.
Power supply for what?
I got another battery pack.
For your computer? Or for what?
So the one that you sent me a while ago, I bought that one.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit newer.
Oh, okay.
So the older one that's in my room now is going to go directly for Dishy.
Oh, for the Starlink, huh?
Yeah, so I have backup internet.
Okay.
And then the new one's going to go in my room.
Nice. You know, I probably need to test mine and see how long the batteries are actually, if they're any good.
I was kind of surprised because I had to use my battery today. Power company had to switch out a pole.
Oh, okay.
But I turned off 4 of my monitors, left the computer on, and then they said it was going to be out like for an hour.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't have to turn off my computer.
Oh, wow. But your computer is idle, right? Like you weren't in a game.
No, I was in a game, and then I saved and quitted my farm sim, so I could.
Okay.
Then it went from like half an hour to 52 minutes.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, that's actually really good.
That's
I'm gonna
just
guess that
computer
mine
running like all the USB stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess I need to replace my. Oh, you know what? We don't have to park this outside, chat. We can park this inside. We're gonna unload this over here. We'll get rid of the honey some other time. Not worried about that right now. But we can unload this. That's not the way I wanted that to unload, but okay. Hang on. Oh, God. Hey, it's in a shadow box. It's good enough, man. As we play, you know, or at least when I lay out a homestead, I like to, okay, this is what I think we need right now, and then kind of see if it fits our needs, and we can always tweak and change and paint the buildings. You know, there's room for expansion. Like I think we're onto something, though. I really do. Oh, is there something inside this door? No. Sweet. To be honest, this tractor kind of lives on this trailer, so Might just leave it on as just leave it here. To be honest. Well, yeah. All right, I'm here for it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, so the shed's not long enough to double up, but that works. That works. The disc. No, we can keep the disc. The forestry mulcher needs to get out of the field, but it's fine. The disc, we could upgrade. We could upgrade our disc. We don't really ever use them, but it's one of those things that's nice to have on hand if we do need it. What if we go to just one big one? Thoughts? Trent, have you used this one? Is it any good?
That big Bednar?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think I've used it like once.
I used it on Riverbend.
Alright, that's what we'll do. Tomcat's so high on Minecraft, he can't see it's gone, and you can see the sun.
But
Yeah, Jeff.
The clouds.
Yeah, he's way up. He's way up high. Jeff, that is my complaint with these buildings in general. I don't like the windows. And you notice they're not even. They literally just took that door and then just scaled it up for that door. They didn't make a new door. They just scaled it up. Yeah, I don't like those windows at all. They're too low. That's the one complaint I have with these sheds. I shouldn't have to crouch to see through the window in a shed like that, right? So, yeah. That is... Oh, man. Obels, you did a great job parking that little tanker. Holy cow. Wow. But yeah, that's one of my pet peeves, honestly, with this, with these buildings. So honestly, the doors are probably just going to stay open a lot. To be completely honest. Oh boy, yeah. Where do we park that beet harvester or root crop harvester? Probably go in the next shed. To be honest. Yeah, let's go get rid of this. And we still have all this room for activity. Not bad. Not bad. It also helps we got rid of like half of our equipment today. That also helps.
L3FT4D3 at Cheerdex 100. I saw a guy at the beach yelling help, shuck, help. That's crazy. That shuck was never gonna help him.
Laugh, thanks to the bets. How's it going? And sorry for the lawnmower again. He's mowed his backyard. Just right behind me, basically.
What did you do? Take a lunch break?
Well, so hang on. Let me just not talk for a minute. We're just gonna have a silent stream for a minute, chat. All right, so here's what he does. Okay. He goes out with the string trimmer and he trims everything, right? Okay. Then he goes out with the leaf blower and he cleans up the clippings from the trimmer. Okay. Then he mows Then he mows his front yard first, typically. Oh, yeah, this will be good. Yeah, this will work. He mows his front yard typically first. Then he goes out with the leaf blower again to clean up the clippings from the lawnmower, even though he bags. So there really aren't any clippings, right? Then he goes to the backyard, mows, and then he gets the blower out for the backyard. So he's mowing the backyard currently. So yeah. It's a whole thing. Very annoying thing, too. I almost just made an absolute mess. That was very close to being a disaster. I mean, I could fix it, but... Man, there's somebody running up my street. I wonder who's chasing them. Golly. They were hoofing it. Alright. Everybody's favorite thing, chat. Meadow grass. We're going to put the expensive meadow grass in, too, just because I can. The nice, tall, expensive meadow grass. You betcha. Everybody's favorite thing. It's not everybody's favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. That edge could be cleaner. But again, it's hard to get a clean edge on this map because everything's set at such a goofy angle that it makes it kind of difficult to get a clean edge. So you can't really do much of that. It's just getting worse. We just have a little grass growing through the stone on the edge. It's fine. It's fine. There's a little dot. I saw that earlier. I was like, I need to fix that one little dot. There we go. And there's still so much room. Like, we could put so many more buildings in if we wanted to, or whatever we want. So much more room, chat, for activities. Sounds like the guy who mulches and rolls on Farm Sim 25. There's nothing with somebody that mulches and rolls on 25. In fact, I'd rather know somebody that does that than know my neighbor. Okay, I'll keep it 100 with you. I'd much rather know somebody that mulches and rolls than my neighbor. I mean, I've mulched and rolled before, so.
I still do.
There you go. It is a funny comment, though. It is quite funny. Man. I can't believe that thing can walk, too, that mother bin. We have a mother bin in our shed, chat. Kind of funny. Looks like starting to look like a showroom up in here. I'm here for it. Where's the big tractor at? The new big tractor, I should say. Oh, Belk's just driving it, probably. I still have a ton of work to do on auto drive, but I'm not worried about that right now. He is driving it. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. I think, chat, we are ready. Finally. That's okay, because we started this process a little after 1 o'clock. To work it on the homestead. It's almost 4. Gee, which house do I teleport to, though? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna sleep at this one. I choose this one to sleep at. I like the view of the town. Or something. Oh gosh. Where did the Hobbit Hole Nether portal go? The Hobbit Hole never had a Nether portal. It had the one across the way that went away, and then it came back, and then it got taken out again. Probably go to James's tunnel past your mob farm, Carson. Keep going. Eventually, there's a portal on the left. Down some stairs.
There you go. Through the tunnel and then take a right.
Take a right. It's a left, isn't it? Down James's tunnel, take a left.
James's tunnel, if you go left, you go to a swamp.
Oh, I thought it was like in the tunnel. You go like partly through the tunnel, and then it's on your left. And
you gotta
go down
go
some
all the
stairs.
way through.
Oh.
All the way through and follow the torches, and the torches kind of figure to the right.
In fairness, I have not actually gone through that portal, so. Yeah. But yeah, there's not one at the Hobbit Hole.
You gotta cross a little bit of water. And you're there.
Hobbit Hole changes too much. It's fine. There is probably one thing that's going to happen to the Hobbit Hole, but I have an idea, and I think it'll be funny, so I'm not going to tell anybody. All right, let's grab the first tiny truck in the tab order, which is the green one, because that was the first one we bought. I just remembered we have to set up auto drive to drive in our homestead. We don't have auto drive in our homestead currently. So we have to at least set up so it'll get to a bin so we can go harvest. So let's do that as we try to burn off a little bit of fog. Although I do see the rain symbol up there too, so try to burn off some fog and hopefully it doesn't rain. Although now it's rain. There it goes. Okay, maybe get through the rain now. I like our obnoxious buildings, by the way. Look at the reflection of it off the road even. Oh, man. I'm here for this, Chad. I don't know about y'all. I'm here for it. Come on. Away, rain symbol. I guess it's gone enough. That's fine. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We're going to get this homestead like a big old clock in a way. Because here's what I'm, well, kind of. So we're going to have auto drive. Drive into the homestead over here. But I don't want it to drive up where, like by that field. I'll just do like here. And this is all subject to change, by the way, because, you know, that's the beauty of auto drive. You can definitely change it to be whatever you want. All right. Actually, I don't even need this to go all the way. I was going to go up and around that building and back down, but I don't need that. Since we're not hauling with semi-trucks, we don't need big, wide, open turns and stuff. Like, this is probably plenty. Go from there to there with a nice turn. That's all we need, man. So then, if we want auto drive to come in the other way into the homestead, well, first off, if we want to go out, we can have it go out like so. And honestly, we should have a left hand out of here as well, not just a right hand. Yeah, so we'll take from like here and go to there. Ka-chow. Then eventually I think I'll put auto drive along there for those, but that's not super crucial. And then I'm thinking if we have a truck coming this way, Could be nice to have auto drive here as well. Just a thought. I don't know. Like that to here. A little awkward turn, but again, with the tiny trucks, who cares? Doesn't need to be like big sweeping for semi trucks. We'll just drive out and around. And we'll use the nice corner tool to connect this because it just looks better. It just looks better. Something like that. That's honestly all we need right now. That's it, man. Wait, which field are you harvesting, Obelix? Are you harvesting both? Which field are you harvesting? Which auto drive paths are for specific types of vehicles? That's not a thing that I'm aware of. The green lines on auto drive are one-way courses. The blue lines on auto drive are two-way courses. And then there's like the tan ones. I don't really know what they mean. I don't really know what those are, what's different about those, but see the blue ones are two-way. And then there's these like, I don't actually know what these are, to be honest. I don't know the purpose of them. But yeah, it's not for a specific type of vehicle as far as I know. But yeah. Cleaned out the auto drive spots. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so I got you. Maybe I need to do some auto drive research, huh? Maybe I need to do my research and actually, yeah, I don't know what they are. I always thought they were like the lesser used paths, like, hey, don't use this unless you have to. But that's not, I don't think that's what they are. I'm not totally sure.
Oh, the yellow or?
Yeah.
I think that's, don't use them unless you need to go that way.
Yeah. When I mentioned for tiny trucks, it's because we only have tiny trucks. That's why I'm saying, oh, actually, he's trimming his backyard after mowing, Trent. I lied. That's why I'm saying for tiny trucks, because we only have tiny trucks. We don't have any semis. So that would be the reason. They're a secondary. They are a secondary path. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I hired 5. This will be number 5. So they are a secondary path. Okay. So that makes sense. Like a lesser used.
Yeah, because like I got my milk pickup as a secondary pass, so like the slurry people,
Okay.
they don't have to be in the way.
Fair play. Okay. Alright. See, it takes a village, chat. It takes a village sometimes. You know, I deleted all the auto drive in this. In the new farm folder, all the auto drives gone except for the bin. That's kind of funny. Alright. We're getting all the tiny trucks out, chat. Hired the red, but it can't move. Yeah, but I was counting them on the map. He should be moving now. We'll tab back through and check just to make sure. Once I get all these set up. Oh, come on. Learn how to drive. So it should be, that should be all 10, yeah. Just getting fuel. I was like, oh. There we go. Yep, we're all moving now. Okay. So that's good to go, I guess. Grab another next ad, huh? Grab another next ad. Now, do we want to try to set up Auger Wagon? We know it's not going to work. As far as emptying us on the go, but it'll empty us. Just won't do it on the go. Or do we want to just maybe set a... We could just set an Auger Wagon here and then set a mother bin at the other field, and then we would have... We would at least have something to unload into. We can do that. Or we could buy a second big Auger Wagon too. And at least have them set to auto so they'll unload us when we're stopped. That's probably the strat, right? We have the money. Why not? Let's just do that. Why not? Wait, is that field set up for this? 7? Yeah. 7. Oh, Bells, I'll send you this one over to 7. Put your auto drive on 7. What tractor do I want, though? I know what tractor I want. Let's be honest here, right? Let's see. Buy the same cart that we have so everything matches. For my OCD that I don't have. You know, I was thinking about it. I was seriously thinking about this, and I'll probably talk about this next time we play Minecraft when people accuse me of OCD again. But like, so what? If I have a touch of OCD or have a lot of OCD or whatever, does it really matter? Is it a bad thing? Who cares? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong for saying it like that, but like, who cares? Why do we need to like tear people down for, oh my god, he likes torches in certain places on Minecraft, oh my god. Who cares? Who doesn't in this day and age? I mean, fair play, but like, I just don't know why it matters. You know what I mean? Like, so? Man. Start to back. Well, fair play. Fair play. But that would affect my life. That wouldn't affect y'all. Like, yeah. It is people making a big deal out of nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it, mowing grass at the farm on Sunday. It's like, who cares? That would be like, yeah, I don't know. There's so many other things I could say and I just won't, but I just like, I don't know why it matters. That guy can't get through because there's too many tiny trucks in the way. Too many tiny trucks, chat. So anyway, I guess what I'm really trying to say is if people want to rag on me about it, and not in a joking way, because I know it hasn't been in a joking way. At least some of the comments, they don't seem in a joking way to me. They can just, like, if I had my bleep button, I would use that right now, but they could just leave. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I am who I am, and what do you want me to do about it, you know? If I got a little touch of the OCD, who cares? Anyway, that's my hot take, my TED Talk for today. Thanks for attending, chat. Appreciate y'all. Just saying. I just don't think it matters. Anyway. That was my hot take. You're welcome, chat. So I like torches in certain places in Minecraft. Ooh.
And other people.
Yeah, I'm not the only one. You know, that's what kills me, Trent. That whole field got laid out of torches, right? I didn't touch a single one of those. That was not me. That was Harry. Which I think it's whatever. It's funny. I can't count apparently either. 1, 2, that's 4. I can't count. I don't need 6 trucks over here. So counting's not my strong suit either. Jeez. I probably saw something shiny. Just saying, you know. We gotta change this too. 2. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. But yeah, hot take maybe, I don't know. Oh, Riverbend. Yeah, Riverbend over this map, yeah. The way that everything on this map is at a, like, a lot of the fields, they're at a weird, it just kind of makes things weird, you know? Like, even laying out that homestead, it just kind of gets weird because everything's on that angle. So, yeah, I don't know. It just, for building stuff and whatnot, it just makes things awkward. Or, you know, even like when we were planting with the Nexat, they're supposed to be leaving like the tramways or the skippers or the wheel marks. You can't really do that on here because it's all awkward unless you purposely set your GPS to run like north, south, or east, west. Which actually, did they change that? Did they change the nope, it still goes the wrong way on the arrow there. Okay. Just wonder if they would have caught that by now. But I guess not. But that's okay. It's all good. And I know that Buddy's not going to pull up next to me, but I wanted him to be close. I didn't want him to be all the way over there when I need him. So that's why I put my auger out. Oh yeah. Right. That weedy field of sunflowers over there, jeez. So we did all that in the homestead, which really we didn't do a lot, I feel like. I feel like we could have done more. But I also don't think we need more. If that makes sense. Man, he is... Buddy, you're going to plug up your radiator. But yeah, we could have done more, but I just don't think we need... Between those 2 sheds, like, that's massive. That's a lot of room. And there's still room to put more stuff in there if we want, if we buy more. I mean, I don't know what we would really purchase at this point. Maybe another large tractor? We have all that. We have all of it. It's all tucked in right here. So lime, seed, solid fert, liquid fert. And then we have diesel here. I assume that works. I haven't tested it yet, but so I mean, I know there's a lot of wasted space here. I mean, we could always drop in like a commodity. Well, we can't do that because it gets awkward. We could always put like, you know, this big shed in if we needed to here, but I just don't. And see, that's awkward too because it doesn't line up. I can custom do, but then it's not going to match the other, which is fine. Or even like some of these, we could put these in if we needed, but we really don't. I was actually, what I wanted to do originally was put these in here. Well, one of these here, but that's, I don't know. I like the building that's there. The color on it's a little weird, but other than that, it seems good. Oh yeah, I don't know. Seems all right. Thomas, I have used the cedar planter, all the accoutrements. I think I've used them all. Yeah, I haven't used them since the update, but I have used them. If I had $1 million. What's up, Jacob? Welcome in. Jacob, you missed my rant. Really sad. It's a good rant. Should like and subscribe for part 2. It was a good one, I think. I don't know. Bit of a TED talk. Bit of just being real, you know? I feel like that's what that was. Just being honest. Which I try to be like 99% of the time here. Let's be honest. You know, I do. I do. Well, I always forget that is 2 different GPS like lines going on this corner. I always forget that. If we rounded that corner just a little bit more, it probably would make it 1. You know, it's funny. I made that auger wagon drive around the field, and look where I end up. Right at the tiny trucks. But I made him drive all the way around the field first, so it's okay. Let's see. Oh, we need a lime over here. Sweet. I guess that's sweet. I don't know. I was like, why does that field have all the weeds? Because it's not planted. Okay, never mind. I was concerned for a second. We should have planted carrots or something in there. We could have planted carrots yesterday. Darn, that would take forever though. I don't want to take that time on stream, honestly, to plant carrots. It takes way too long. All right. Come on, Bessie. Right. Come on. Fancy. What about it? I don't know anything about it. Wolfie, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Come on. I know I shouldn't go this way, but the other outside bass is already done here, so we'll just go this way, and you know, we'll get back over yonder before we get full. So we'll just leave him here now. We won't drag him around the world with us this time. We could, but we don't have to. Just saying. Oh, and onto the rant from earlier, by the way, I don't check the knobs on the stove like 85 times a day, so I turn them off and then I don't think about them again, you know. Just throwing that out there. Kind of goes with that rant from earlier, so. How's the weather today, Chad? 61 here, sunny, beautiful. Gonna have storms over the weekend. We may have an interrupted Saturday stream, actually. Possibly a Friday stream, too. The way it sounds.
Shouldn't be Thursday, Friday. I haven't heard anything about a Saturday.
No, we're not letting that one go through. Ryan Hall put up a video, basically was talking about, like, all weekend. So.
Oh, I haven't watched his recent one.
Okay, I was watching his.
I'm guessing that's probably what.
Today video? Yeah, I was watching today's video when I was eating breakfast. So yeah, it's gonna be could be kind of like a repeat of the last one, but maybe not quite as much rain.
Oh, yay.
So, yay.
Yay.
For
just what I need.
For the day 3 outlook right now, which it's like basically all of Iowa could have issues. So
I mean, I still haven't fixed our culvert yet.
What's wrong with the culvert?
You know that when we got all that rain?
Yeah, wash it out.
Oh, it only washed out like the part that we don't really drive on except for the lawnmower.
Okay.
And those parts that stuff hasn't grown on yet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because we've been trying to put or establish grass there.
Sure.
And the only spot it did, it was like the one spot it didn't have grass. So it's like, oh.
Of course, yeah. That's how that works.
And so I kind of left it there because there was a nice big pile for it to kind of hit.
I gotcha, yeah. Kind of hoping tomorrow. It's not supposed to be just like god awful windy here tomorrow, finally, for once. It's super windy here today. Last night was really bad too. But I'm hoping tomorrow maybe we get to tires on the tractor, and then I'm going to try to grade the lane some more tomorrow. NRT is centered on the field. I noticed that. He's kind of just chilling out there.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I want to spray tomorrow. So it's not supposed to be as windy.
Yeah. Because right now, so, I mean, I know you've graded lanes. I don't know when you grade a lane if it has, like, you scrape off some grass and weeds and stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah. There's usually weeds or whatever in the middle.
So you know how you get, like, the little root wads, and then, like, if you don't get them broken up and harrowed out or whatever, they just become super rough? There's parts of my lane where you have to go, like, 4 miles an hour right now. It's bad.
I would say lately we've had like potholes.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There was one time before we got a little bit of rock, and that's basically gone.
Gotcha. Tomcat's gonna have to go to a cold biome to get a green frog.
The potholes were so bad, but yeah, we had to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some of us did, but.
Say, thankfully, we don't really have potholes. Of course, we probably don't drive on our road as much as you guys do.
Oh, and like we have the semi, and with me driving the semi, that doesn't help.
It's close to any your spot, fast response, yeah. Yeah, that also helps us. I mean, they were in with the sprayer, but that thing sets so wide that it doesn't really drive in the lane. It drives on, like, the dirt on both sides. So, that didn't bother me. But they've probably planted, well, they may not have planted that ground. Maybe. We're not sure. I'm not sure yet. Find out tonight if they've planted it or not. Definitely find out tomorrow when we get on there. But I don't know what time they're coming to do the tires. So, hopefully the tractor will back up in the shed and then turn right and drive outside tomorrow without blowing that tire up. So that is the hope.
Could use that as a drag.
We've got
Both
an old Harrow, from like 1742.
Yeah,
It's in
the
decent
tire
state.
isn't the tire heavier?
Probably. Yeah. I don't know.
I've seen.
I've seen
Border
people
Patrol.
do that. Yeah. I think what we might, because the tire is starting to develop like some cracks and splits, like, right? So when like the weight's on the tire, the cracks open up, right? So I don't know that anybody should be running these tires, but these tires would be perfectly fine for like a water thing or a flower bed or something like that. So I think we should drag them over to that auction and just be like, you know what? If we get $5 for them, we get $5 for them. A, we don't have to do the labor of cutting them apart to throw them away. And B, maybe we can keep them out of the landfill, you know? Win-win. But we'll see. We will see. But I'm hoping to get them new ones on there, and at least I probably have to reblade the lane tomorrow and then switch to the Harrow and run that over it a few times. Hopefully I can get all that done tomorrow, because it doesn't sound like I'll be able to do it Sunday. It'll probably be too wet. So, unfortunately, but we'll see. Golly, every time I see those lime green buildings, I like them. Picasso. Oh man. Yeah, that would be another option, Jeff. I mean, I don't have a Facebook, so I'd have to get like my sister to do it or one of my brothers or something. But honestly, it was that consignment sale that I watched online a little while ago. It's over in Jerseyville, Illinois. It's not far away. Pops and I run over there once or twice a year anyway. Plus, it means we can get Casey's Pizza. So, W. And some of the stuff that we saw that they sold at that last sale, it's like, man, you know, we could be buying stuff on Marketplace and just taking it there and make money. And honestly, we might start doing some of that. I might have to make a Facebook account, because it was just any old rusty piece of junk was bringing like way too much money at that sale. It was kind of unreal, the prices that stuff was actually bringing at that auction. It was wild. And we talked to that guy over there, and he basically was saying like they have really good, if you're a seller, that sale is really good. Not so much as a buyer, but as a seller, that sale is real good. And I believe him after watching that. After watching it, I believe him. And then there's that other consignment auction, the one that we have been to. I know they don't accept truck tires. I don't know if they accept tractor tires, but honestly, I'd probably sell them at the one over in Illinois. Because you have an internet crowd, and you actually end up getting like way more bidders. So the potential for somebody wanting to pick them up would be higher. And you know, I don't care if we get, basically the tire company wanted $100 a piece to haul them away. And Dad said no, that was too much money. So Dad wants to cut them up with a Sawzall, which doesn't sound like fun to me. If you cut them up with Sawzall, then you can throw them in a dumpster. It's legal. It's fine. You can't throw like a whole tire in the dumpster. Even like a lawnmower tire, you're not supposed to throw a whole like lawnmower tire in a dumpster. But my thing is like, hey, these tires could definitely have a second life. And that could be as a water trough or a flower bed or a drag or a set of duals maybe for somebody who would want to, you know. I wouldn't make these your primary daily driver tires, but, you know, a set of duals that you put on once in a while, they would totally work. So, something like that, you know? Sandbox. Oh my God, it would make a great sandbox. Yeah. As long as it's in the shade though, because hot summer, the sun beating down on the rubber, that might get hot. But yeah, it'd make a perfect sandbox, sure. Or even like a little raised garden bed, you know, or raised flower bed, or you see people put tires around trees. You know, there's so many uses for it. So I'd hate to just throw it away personally. So plus honestly, the thought, so here's the thing with my Alice B, we got rid of the front tires off of it and we cut those up and it was a nightmare. Okay. You don't think it should be, but it was a ton of work, pain in the backside. So I can only imagine these tires being way bigger are gonna suck. So something's wrong with, oh, is that still made for the old? Oh, this one's made for a mother bin. Hold on. That one's definitely made for the mother bin. I'll just bring the mother bin out. I don't feel like moving the whole deal. I getcha. But yeah, it's I mean, if we can get, you know, it's not about the money. If we can get enough money to pay for the fuel to go to the place, that's all I would care about. Couple bucks, right? Mails the check. So, no big deal. Plus, if nothing else, you know, if you're gonna take something to a consignment sale, that means you get to look at all the stuff that's there that's ready to be sold, you know? I'm cool with that. Just saying. So yeah, I'm here for that all day long. Sign me up. This is kind of awkward in here, huh? Okay, we are gonna have to move that. That's not gonna work. That's set up for the old wagons with the mother bin. That's what this is. Okay, so we're gonna have to maneuver everything over a smidge here, which is fine. And we want to change that, pull that back just a hair too. All right. Probably just need to delete waypoints and start over. Like these ones here. All right. We're a little full here, huh? These trucks are going to run a minute, which is fine. Oh, big deal. All right, so we'll start back here, move that over, move this over, move that over. The beauties of auto drive, you can just fix it. It's not right, you can just fix it. That might be over a little too aggressively. And then actually, we probably need to pull that back just a hair as well. Like back to here. All right, let's see what it does. Now, this tractor's not the best at staying on the auto drive path, by the way. Just throwing that out there. It's not at all the best about that. That's okay. All right, so we should be fixed up now. Except for that truck's not leaving. This truck must not have been changed to the 50. Which actually, from that truck on, we should be okay because it should stop now. Fill the front of the truck, and then it should stop and fill the trailer. As long as there's grain here, we should be okay. So yeah. Yep, we should be good. No problem with this. It's on me for not fixing it. Before. All right. All right, this is good. And then actually, I think I'm having this, a similar issue. I'm having some kind of issue over here too, where I think this is the other 50% truck that didn't get used last week. That's what it is. Although I need to back this up. Need to back this up so it'll sit back here. All right. No. Thank you. You're fine. All right. So as long as there's grain there, it'll should all work now. Hopefully. Golly, I missed that mod chat. They keep the engine on no matter how far away you get from the thing. I missed that mod. Really do.
Which one?
The one that keeps the engine on no matter how far away you get.
Oh yeah.
I missed that mod a lot. Like a lot. Well, now's the time to see if our homestead's working. Like a ton of our tiny trucks are en route or there. So they're going in right. I might get rid of that path or make that a secondary and see if they'll go that way, but that would take a lot longer, but I might do that. Because the problem now is the trucks are going to be crossing each other's path right there. And if we can avoid making the trucks cross each other's path, we should. Hopefully they don't get a little friendly with each other and start wrecking each other and stuff. Hopefully it's okay. Alright. Hopefully. So far, so good. It looks like the homestead's working. There's still... I'm not worried about it, but I could set up where they use both unloads. It's not that big of a deal. I think it'll be just fine. The problem right now is we have a lot of grain sitting around, but it's in the process. So we're fine. Yeah, we got a little behind because of the auto drive whoopsie. But now we get trucks rolling. They should be full trucks too, coming from the mother bin, so we shouldn't have any issues, honestly. Should be good to go. Say there's no way this guy's actually gonna pull up like he's supposed to, right? Not with the next sets. Although he looks like he wants to. I had this work once so far with the next set since the update. But, yeah. Oh, Trent, did you see the toolboxes that old Chet got in his new building?
Yeah, those giant boxes.
Yeah. The old store lot guy really got him, didn't he?
Not only that, he got himself like a dock that's over at Duggo's.
That's Doug's now, actually. It went to Doug's house.
Yeah, but that's gonna go to the
Eventually,
Chet's once
yeah.
Chet builds his house.
It's amazing how big Harvester's.
Duggo's video.
Yeah, I've been watching. It was Amy's channel, Amy Larson, but now they changed it to like Amy and Doug.
Yeah, Amy and Doug.
And then in brackets, Duggo Larson. It made me laugh. I saw it the other day. It is amazing how big equipment has gotten. And actually, if you have an opportunity to go to a farm show or even a dealership, if you see a dealership, just stop in. Go stand next to a combine or next to a big tractor these days. It's unreal how big equipment actually is when you can get up close to it. It is crazy.
Yeah, it goes here next to a house.
Yeah. Here's the new combine, but we're holding blueprints sideways. Those horse arcs, you're not wrong. I know this is a goofy thing, and honestly, I'm still torn. I like the capacity. I like the header size, which the header size, whatever, we can put this head on a regular combine. But they don't work with auto drive, so like unload on the go. And honestly, if we could unload on the go, then that negates the capacity, in my opinion. Right? Because the only time we need capacity then is when the wagon has to go empty. And he's an auto drive, John. That's why. That's why. Oh, you see their stuff off and they mostly have John Deere? I gotcha. Gotcha. I like the pick of the 9R and the Alice. Oh, man, you scrolled back, didn't you? Yeah, it's the 9R that doesn't get used anymore. The guys still own it as far as I know, but it literally gets like, I don't know, maybe 10 hours a year now. So 2.7 mil. Yeah, right. How about them sheds over there, though? They're pretty nice, right? Although I don't like that this one is not white. I'll be the first one to call out. That's not the same white as over there. I don't know if I don't care for that as much. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Right. But yeah, if we can unload on the go, then we don't need the capacity. Because all you got to do is like harvest in lands, and then capacity doesn't matter. So I'm very tempted to go back to regular combines. Favorite brand would be Fent. They got some cool stuff. Scroll back here, it's a picture to remember. Yes. I gotta get that tractor into the shop. Not the 9R, that's not mine, but that Alice. Gotta work on that thing. I desperately want to. I keep talking about going on tractor rides on Sundays. It needs to happen this year. And it needs to happen like soon before it gets so dang hot that you can't stand to be outside. So yeah. Although I did actually turn on Sunday. It was like 85 here. I turned on the air conditioner that we have in the shed at the farm just to make sure it worked. But yeah. Had to pull down the shed. That's, John, yeah, it's true, man. Yep. One tire weighs more than, a whole old tractor. It's wild these days, yeah. Absolutely wild. But yeah. I haven't used the 9 X9s, have we, on here yet, chat? I'm tempted. Thoughts, chat? I have the money. It's not like I'm poor, I can buy whatever I want, right? Mention the traction. Yeah, right? Yeah, those were some real men back in those days. Those were some real men back in the days of steam engines. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, man. Saw a video once where they had this like 2-way plow and it was hooked up with these cables. And you would put one like big steam engine on each side of the field, and they had these big like winches on them, pulleys basically, and they would pull the plow one side, and then you'd like back the tractors up a little bit or pull them ahead, and then you pull it back across the field the other way. It was kind of wild. But it took like 5 people or 6 people or something to plow a field. Back to the equipment that isn't ugly. Oh, dang. Yeah. Paddock. Yeah, the fields were a lot smaller. Yeah, true. Not awkward. Yeah. Yeah. $19 tons. Wow. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna slow our cruise down and see if this guy can actually. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's gonna call every day. Yep. Yeah, they were built different back then. It's cool, man. We got tiny trucks running here and there and yonder, and got plenty of tiny trucks right now. Obviously, we're good. Wait.
Box truck went for a ride.
Thomas, you were asking about the next set earlier, right? I've used, I think, all the accoutrements that come with the next set. The sprayer is garbage unless they fixed that in the last update, but I don't know. The combine part, which is what you see right now, is probably the best part. I like this out of all of it. The cedar planter, they're okay. But they're not great. So yeah, they're okay. But they don't, the whole like skipper thing, I know they worked on that in the update. I haven't tried it since they worked on it, but it's definitely a different machine. So yeah, now there is a weird thing with the combine that honestly just annoys me. I can show you once I empty. Why they can't fix it, I don't understand. But yeah. Well, okay, so on this map, everything's on a weird angle, so it didn't really work. And then it depends on what you have your GPS set to, of course. So yeah. But apparently now in the update, they've worked on the skippers, tramways, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Figure out your life back here. But there is something that I think is ridiculous with this whole next set, just in the configuration that I have, but I have to be empty to show it to you. And I don't know why they didn't fix it in the update. It's kind of crazy. But that's just me. All right. Enhance it. I don't use that enhanced vehicle, so I don't know. The regular GPS works. Regular GPS works fine. It auto drive won't unload it. But that's an auto drive issue, not a Nexat issue. Won't unload on the go, I should say. But that's an auto drive issue as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've had it unload me one time on the go. I shouldn't say it doesn't work. It did it once. In the however many fields I've harvested with the Nexat now. I mean, this Nexat has 21 hours. This is our newer one. The other one's over in the other field. It's got way more hours on it. I do believe. All right, so here's the crazy thing, right? We're going to unhook our header. And I'm going to spin my cab out of the way. Okay. Now we're gonna unhook the combine part, right? And all I'm gonna do is hit the S key. Okay, that didn't work as bad as normal. Normally, you get caught on this end of the stupid thing and it drags it all around all sideways, all awkward like. And it makes no sense. And chat can back me up, those that are normally here, because it's happened numerous times. You go to park it nice in the building and it gets caught and you're just like, why? How? See, like that? There's no reason for that. There's no reason. So, the tactical Matt, what's up? Can I explain course play for 25 like you're 6? Same with the sprayer. Can I explain course play like you're 6? Oh, man. So here's the thing. I don't use course play a ton. Okay. But why is it better than the AI workers in game? Oh, course play is better. Okay, so here's the thing. We gotta back up with course play if we're gonna really talk about course play. Course play in the past was far superior. Okay. Back in the 1922, I mean, even back before then, the hired workers in farm sim were really bad. Really bad. Okay. They were bad. The hired workers today in farm sim, and this is a hot take for some people, but I think they're pretty good. Okay. You know, you can just put a plow in a field and yeah, he's going to do some things that look weird, but he's going to get the job done eventually. Right. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. But the AI workers in 25, like I said, they actually work like course play works. Basically. The one thing that really course play can shine at, well, there's a couple things. One, you can have multiple seeders, cultivators, whatever. Let's just say a cultivator. Now, let's say a seeder or a lime spreader. Let's say lime spreader. You could have 5 lime spreaders working in one field. They're not going to get in each other's way. They're going to each work on their own pass and not have issues for the most part. Maybe a little. But you could actually couple auto drive with, or course play with auto drive, and when that lime spreader needs more lime, you can send him to a bin and get more, and then he comes back all automatically, and he'll start spreading lime exactly where he left off when he got empty, which is really cool. Wait, what? When he hire, it would go back to that spot. Yeah. But yeah, course play is just a different way of doing the same thing. It's like multiplayer without players, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is, yeah, honestly. Yeah, so actually right now, we're running a mod called Auto Drive right now. So all these little steering wheel symbols, these are auto drive trucks. They're little tiny trucks. And then the other thing we got on auto drive is our auger wagons. So if I put my auger out, that tractor is going to drive to me. Now, it won't unload the next on the go, because there's something weird going on there. But that's auto drive driving at me right now. So if you really wanted to, you could have Courseplay running the Combine. I think you can have Courseplay unload the Combine. I haven't gotten that to work in 25 yet. I haven't really tried, to be honest. And then you can have auto drive unload the Combine, haul it somewhere, or you could even just have a tipper to have it take it to the bin yourself, you know, itself. The options are kind of endless. Are say a really good use for Courseplay / auto drive together is if you have a bunch of straw on your field and you want to pick up straw and you want to haul it to a storage or a sell point, you can automate that with Courseplay and auto drive. So it's really cool. The Nexat won't unload on the go. Other combines will. The Nexat will not. So yeah. So it's an interesting way to look at the whole thing, you know, and you know, with of course now with the regular hired workers, of course you could do N rows. You know, in 22 you couldn't do that, so the only way to have a field and to be able to do N rows was Courseplay. Of course now it's a little different, but I didn't hire a worker in 22 for the most part. I didn't, right? But like in 25, I really have not been using auto drive, or sorry, Courseplay. I don't really use it. Yeah. This combine is actually German. Yeah, this was made in Germany, and there's only a few of these in the world, and it's not just a combine, it's the whole system. It's called the Nexat. It's not actually in like full production, but here's like the base of it, right? There's two 550 horsepower engines in this thing, and then you put other accoutrements on it. So like this is a seed / fertilizer tank. And then you could put a seeder underneath it. And then you could put, you know, a cultivator on it at the same time. So you can cultivate and seed and fertilize all at the same time. It's a whole system. It's not just a combine. I have been using it as a combine for a while, which I'm actually tempted to stop using it altogether. But it has been it's been an all right combine. It's just awkward to drive, honestly. That's the biggest thing. And it doesn't unload with auto drive on the go. That's honestly the biggest downfall for me when it comes to the Nexat, is that it won't unload on the go with auto drive. A regular combine does, but this does not, which is very unfortunate, honestly. But yeah, so I never hired workers in 25. I Coursplayed everything. Literally everything was Courseplay. But here in or in 22, I Coursplayed everything. In 25, I don't really use Courseplay. We have it. It's right here. This is Courseplay. I mean, I can set it up. Summer Headlands 2, we're 14 meters wide. Here, let's generate a course real quick. Like, it's here. I'm kind of familiar with it. I haven't used it a ton, but it's there. So the reason the cultivator and the seeders are different sizes is because of the wheel marks. You're supposed to leave wheel marks with this system when you plant. You're supposed to leave spots in your field where there's nothing planted. That's the way this system works. The theory behind this system is partly for compaction in real life. So wherever your wheels go once across your field, that's where you go across your field to do everything. You spray in the same marks, or not all of them, obviously, because the sprayer's bigger, but you spray in the same marks, you cultivate in the same tire marks, you seed in the same tire marks, you harvest in the same tire marks to cut down on compaction across the whole field by only compacting the tire marks, basically. That's part of this system. Yeah. You don't need to drive the edge. No. No, if I want to generate a courseplay course, I just go in here and then I get to choose my options as far as like, you know, if I want to harvest lands or if I want to, whatever I want to do, I can do a number of times around. You can set up for multiple things. You can do all kinds of stuff, then hit generate. They've made courseplay a lot slicker over the years, honestly. So there's our path. That's what it would do. Start point, end point, corners. And then I could just hit, you know, start job and it would go. Obviously, I don't want that because I'm doing this with, what's it called? GPS. But yeah. Yeah, no, they made it a lot better these days. So yeah, but like I said, I don't really use it much. Now, if I was going to plant, say, carrots in this giant field, I would probably set up both the carrot planters that we have, you know? I would probably use 2. So. In 22, you could do that, but you didn't have to. If you were in, there was an option called like target field or something like that, where you could click on the field. And if it was a field, it would recognize it as a field. And then it would, do the stuff for you. You didn't have to draw them all manually. You could. We did that on Elm Creek Forks by Stevie. A bunch of that land up north was just like meadow grass. And then one time, yeah, I went in there and like drew the fields. We had to do that on that other Stevie map too, the flat out 4X map. We had to do that on there too. Using follow me mod. God, I haven't used follow me mod in a minute. That was a fun mod back in the day. I haven't used it in a long time. But yeah, you didn't have to draw all the fields. That was one way to do it, but you didn't have to. Fine field. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, something. I think this actually still has that.